looking at the man in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking him to change his ways.
Oh, look, Gary, getting emotional.
You changing your ways,
No
Gary?
message.
Oh,
change your ways.
He feeling it.
If you want to make the world a better place, gotta look at yourself and then make that change. Oh! Oh!
Na, 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 na.
From the go. From the go. I'm from the go. From the go. Let's go. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary coming straight out of Inglewood.
Hey, y'all. It's officially Iesha B back with the Big Boss Energy.
Hey, y'all. It's Sullivan Grace back on the set.
And this is the
From the Go Show. Let's go.
I do not be sounding like you doing way too much, man. I really do be sounding like that. Sully, how you doing, man? We got Sullivan Grace back on the set.
I'm so excited. Yes, how have you been?
Host, man.
I'm excited too, man. I'm really excited. I'm so grateful to be here. Like y'all just don't know. I was so happy, Gary, when you texted me.
Hey, man, like, look, we got a real conversation. You know, we're gonna be talking about the economy today.
Yep.
The creator economy, how to monetize your brand. That's your whole thing these days.
That's my whole thing.
Yes, hey,
We're gonna really be talking about it. But before we get into that, though, like, what's new? Like, what's been going on with you,
what's
man?
tea?
Well, it's a lot new, but you know, I'm still the same old.
Still the same
You
old.
know what I'm saying? I love to empower people, and I feel like personal branding is just the avenue that I do that through. So a lot of people like be scared to post online. They don't know like what to post or what to say, or they just need some help like getting over a hurdle when it comes to that. They're scared of like what everybody's gonna think. So where I come in is just kind of helping them like move past that and also help them understand like what to post.
Amen.
So that's always been my passion. I actually started here like doing that, and that was when I discovered that I actually had a passion for it. So I mean, hey, you know, you just follow your steps. You know, you do what feels right, and everything follows that.
Yes,
So,
it'll blossom into something beautiful,
you know, always
or even
gotta
gracefully. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows?
Very gracefully.
Very gracefully.
Yes.
You know, honestly, I want to get straight into the economics. I'm not gonna lie, because like it's tough out here, man. We all grown adults, and I actually talked about this. You know, what I'm saying, back when you was on the show, I'm like, bro, when I first turned 21 last year, I'm like, man, this is the worst time to be an adult
It is.
ever.
It
You know what I'm
really
saying?
is.
It really
Yeah.
is. And so obviously, there's a lot of things that goes into the economy, right? What makes
Yeah.
a good or bad economy? You know, you got a degree. You know
Yes.
what's up.
Yes.
So honestly, tell me, what is your biggest concern when it comes to today's economy? You know?
Honestly, I have a lot of concerns, but I try to look at everything as like a reason for it happening and try to look at it in a positive way, because if I sit and like be sad about how prices are right now or like the fact that apartments are super high, like it's gonna just make me negative and make me in a bad headspace, and I try not to do that.
Amen.
So I feel like there's a new term called like emerging adulthood that people are.
No,
like,
that's what we trying to do at
Yeah.
True Star.
Yeah,
Mike.
it's
Mike
like-
just said,
adults.
look, it's no more youth. We
Yeah.
emerging adults.
Yes.
And what
it's
does that
like
even mean?
Like literally, I feel I just turned 24 and I'm still like, I don't feel like I'm really like an adult for real. Like if I sat in a room full of like grown people, I would still feel like I'm just there to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Same.
not
I'm still-
really fully there, if that makes sense. So I kind of like this phase that I'm in, even though I don't have like my own everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of us may not have everything that we want right now.
Right.
I just try to view it in a positive way, because like now I have more time to kind of figure out my life. I feel like back in our parents' days, maybe it was like, okay, you graduate college, you move out, you get a car, you get married, you had a kids, you do this, you do that. And it's like, for me, I don't hold myself to that necessarily anymore, just because the way of everything is right now. And also, as young adults, like our brains aren't fully developed until like 26 or something. Like I know for boys it's a little bit older.
That frontal lobe.
Y'all develop a little bit
It's
later.
gonna be like around 26 or 26.
Here he goes. See, some
Maybe
things just
30.
never change.
30. Oh, no, that's
It's
crazy.
giving maybe 30 or
is crazy.
35.
No,
Yeah.
when you 25, that frontal lobe really kicks in. You're like, man, I need
it was
I need
so
to diversify my
painful.
stocks portfolio. You know what I'm saying? I need to really get into investing.
Yeah, right. Gotta get the house, you know, get started investing.
And I get that you want to be in like in a positive mind state, and I really want to do that too. Like
Yeah.
I've really been me, like really throughout the last season, when I was talking to Dilla, Tanika, Corey, you know what I'm saying? I was really trying to like think positively and think about be solution oriented.
Yeah, exactly. That's so important.
Solution oriented, but really, I want to dive into the issue before we dive into the solution.
Okay.
Because I really want to identify what it is. Because like when people say, "Oh, the economy is bad," okay, what's bad about it?
Yeah, like let's talk about it. I really want to
talk about personal. Like, what do you think personally is bad? Because like I was on Instagram, right, and they said it was something called like recession indicators, right? Like what are some things you see about America that makes you think we're going into a recession, right? And I'm just tell y'all something, right? You know, as a boy, as a man, right, I love cereal. Right, so I used to go to the gas station, and cereal was 3 for $10, 3 boxes for $10. What a steal! What a time to be alive. The other day, I went into the gas station. Cereal, a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch was $9.
What?
1 box in the gas station. That's a recession indicator, man. Like everything is going up, prices is going up. That's my personal biggest concern. Like the cost of living is insane. Like I'm not even a grown adult yet. Like I don't even know.
I get it.
It's
Gary.
too much.
It's very emotional. Yeah.
No, because it's terrible, right? So I really want to get into it. Like that's me though. Prices going up. Yeah. And the home ownership thing. Right? Yeah. What do y'all think is like the biggest problem with the economy? Like,
well, I feel like when I was studying economics, I feel like there's a disconnect between the way that the Federal Reserve Board views like what technically is a recession versus like what we as common people believe a recession is. So with them, it's like everything has to do with the interest rates. So quote me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong here, but every quarter they set an interest rate. It's either every quarter or every month. And that basically indicates like whether when you buy or when you go to like borrow money, what your interest rate on that is like. What your interest rate is on that determines like how much more you're going to have to pay back when you do eventually pay that money back. So if you have higher interest rates, that means that like there's less of an incentive to go like borrow money for maybe a house or a car because you're going to have to pay like more money back in the end. But a lower interest rate like incentivizes people to actually go like take out loans and stuff like that. So the problem is that our interest rates are so high, but the Federal Reserve is trying to like balance the interest rate so that it doesn't go too high, but it also doesn't go too low, kind of like shocking the economy. So the problem is that like, to my understanding, they've been keeping the interest rates kind of like steady, but it's still high, but they don't want to like lower them and shock the economy to drive like things kind of insane. So it's like an economic cycle. So there's always going to be recessions no matter how you cut it. So we're technically not in a recession. We've been tipping that for like a couple years now, but we're not technically there by their standards. But for us, it feels like, oh my gosh, everything is so high, these gas prices, this, and the third. So I feel like there's a bit of a disconnect, but that's my problem is really like the disconnect and the fact that like these politicians and people in Washington, D.C., like they, of course they hear like our concerns, but they are just focused on like what's best for the numbers, you know? But for us as young adults, it's like, oh my gosh, like this apartment is $1,600.
And then it'd be a studio. Like
exactly, like
everybody need roommates.
I don't have any amenities, you know, like washer and dryer. Like what do I get out of
in
this?
the basement?
Like, I'd rather live at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
Nah, that was a real sophisticated answer. I didn't even expect you to go there for real. Nah, that's real.
Really dropping on us,
yeah. Because like, what do you mean shock the economy? So like, what if they do lower the interest rates, right? And that incentivizes us to go take out loans for houses and cars and whatever. Like, what do you mean shock the economy? Like, what would happen if they drop the interest rates?
So I think like what happens when they drop interest rates too much. Now I might be wrong on this, so please do not quote me. I graduated 2 years ago. I'm gonna look in the camera and say that I graduated 2 years ago. I did not study economy for fun. I don't even look at the news because it makes me very sad.
It's too much.
The news is sad.
Yeah, it makes me very sad to look at the news. But from my understanding, y'all remember the house recession in 2008 where everybody's like
I do remember
mortgages went like, you know, it was crazy. Everybody's like the values of their homes were like super underwater and stuff like that. That was because the interest rates were so low that everybody was buying a house. So it's like when you lower interest rates too much, I think like too many people go out and like make purchases, like big purchases, and then it kind of like produces a shock like that. To my understanding.
We start going crazy.
Yeah, it's like, too many. So they kind of try to keep it steady in the middle. But yeah.
I feel you. Aisha, what do you think is the biggest problem with our economy these days?
I honestly just feel like the cost of living, and I feel like when I talk to adults, like they kind of, the adults I've been around, they kind of are desensitized around like the economy that we're living in. Mm-hmm. They forget that like eggs was like $1.
Yeah.
Like when they were our age.
Back in your time.
Exactly. And so now that we're all in our 20s, eggs are like $6, $7, $8, $9, $10.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
And I just feel like there really isn't any help. We're all out here trying to figure out what to do, and we don't have like the resources or the communities to help us educate us in finances, or have people who can tell you that what you do at like your teenage years is going to really affect how you get when you're 40, when you're 50, when you're 60. Mm-hmm. And just looking back at it, like even doing research, like even from 10 years ago, prices were still not this expensive. Like for us to be living, to me, I feel like it's very historical. Like we've seen gas be like $2, $3 for a long time. Yeah. Now it's $5. Every gas station you go to, it's minimum $5.
Yeah, I really be thinking like, is this the most expensive time ever in America? Like, it might be, right?
Yeah.
Like, we might as well just put the stamp on it, because like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like this is the most expensive time we've ever had to live in America. It's never been this bad, bro.
It hasn't.
Like, bro, what we gonna do about
It's
that?
crazy.
We gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
So, like, in an effort to figure it out, what do you think like really drives the economy? Like, what can we do to have an impact and maybe like, be solution oriented? You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
that,
I want to know exactly what shapes the economy and how I can affect the shape of the economy. That's what I really want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. Y'all know the Michael Jackson movie just came out.
Man, you do like the Michael Jackson movie?
Yes, I did. I loved it.
Same.
I love Michael Jackson. I really do.
Everybody loves Michael Jackson.
But, in one of his songs, y'all know he said, "Man in the mirror, look at the man in the mirror."
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking him to change his ways.
Oh, look, Gary getting emotional.
You changing your ways, Gary?
Message.
I'm changing ways.
He feeling it.
If you want to make the world a better place, gotta look at yourself and then make that change. Oh!
Na 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 na. Yeah, okay.
So what about Michael Jackson? What?
I felt the spirit.
Right.
We still burst out into song over here.
Exactly.
Still,
exactly.
the real legend.
I
Things
love
never
that.
change, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I bring up Michael Jackson because in that song he says, "Look at the man in the mirror." I'm a personal believer in the fact that like we all have the ability to create our own economy. In the sense of entrepreneurship is not necessarily recession proof, but the ability to go out and make your own money, I feel like is going to be the biggest thing, especially as Black people in America.
Yeah.
I feel that it's so important for us to be able to like go out, make money, pursue entrepreneurship, get a skill, like monetize that or just add value to people. And then from that point, you can like charge for that, and then you can have more of an impact. And I feel it's a revolution against like so many things that have been kind of posed against us as Black people in this country. You know what I'm saying? Like our history is just so it's so many things that's like kind of been against us.
Amen.
And so when it comes to like the personal changes that we can make, I always say like going out, just pursuing that financial literacy. You brought up Corey, like being able to go to those types of events, being in those types of rooms where you're actually learning about financial literacy, learning where to put your money, why you're putting it there, going to events, learning about how to save on your taxes and just like the different mechanisms that so many other communities are losing. I feel like we need to have the mindset of like investing in assets over liabilities. And I think as a community, because we've like been prevented from having so many things for so long, as far as like having luxury items goes, you know, when you get a big check, you know what I'm saying? Especially like if you graduate college, you know, you go out, you start making corporate money. A lot of people go out, spend on purses, shoes, you know, different things that look good, big cars, car payments.
Aisha.
Seafood.
Aisha.
You know, it's nothing wrong with
seafood
that.
boils.
It's nothing wrong with that. You should always treat yourself. But I'm just of the mindset that especially us early in our 20s as young professionals, young entrepreneurs, like we We need to be in the mindset of saving up to maybe invest in real estate, investing into the stock market. Everybody in here should have a Roth IRA where you're putting a certain amount of money into it. You're going to be able to deduct that money one day tax free. You can get $7,500 like into that account each year. You know what I'm saying? Like we should be maxing that out. Just different things that you can educate yourself on, because we have so much access to this information on YouTube. You can pick up a personal finance book. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a person that like, of course, yes, the economy is bad right now, of course, but I like to take the mindset that like, you know, it's things that I can do to put myself in a better position in the future so that years down the line, maybe when I'm 30, 40, 50, I don't have to worry about what type of state the economy is in, because like I said, the economy there's a business cycle that's always going to happen. As long as capitalism is alive, as long as America is alive, there's going to be a business cycle. Right now we're near a recession, but one day we're going to be back good. But inevitably we're going to be in a recession again. Like that's just how it is, you know, like you can't ignore, that's just how it is. Capitalism that's just how it is, right? So it's like, instead of wishing that like, oh, I wish things could be better, it's like, no, what can I do right now to like put myself in a better position in the future? How can I invest in, you know, the stock market right now? How can I go and get a skill or a trade or do something that I can like monetize people for? How can I get in the right rooms and get access to the right networks that may not give me like a whole bunch of money tomorrow, but these relationships that I'm developing, I can monetize that later down the line, or I may get a new job opportunity or a new relationship or a new client, or just developing that goodwill. I feel like it's so important. So that's my solution. That's what I try to say.
Sound great
like,
to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can't focus on the things that we can't control. That's just for mental health overall. Like I don't like to focus and say like, dang, the interest rate 3.25 today. Like, man, they should lower that. Like, no, like what can I do right now with the money that I have, you know?
Hey man, you know that's real game. That's real game.
She ate that.
Because like
She
we was
ate
planning
that.
for the episode and we was talking about how like, you know, kind of like the new norm should be building your own business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's really the American way, the American dream, really.
And our generation does that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's our main thing.
You would think so. And I feel like that brings me to the point of asking, like, do y'all feel that the system was designed to destroy us or build us up?
That's a good question. We talking about capitalism now. Now look, so you want to take that first? I can take that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Watch this. Boom. Nah, because this question fires me up, right?
Here we go.
Is the system... Hold on, wait. Is the system designed to hurt us or help us, right? We got to really think about it, right? Slavery is a direct consequence of...
Being black?
Capitalism.
No, just play out.
It's a direct consequence of capitalism, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens when capitalism run wild, right? So in its prime, right, in its rare form, capitalism is made to earn revenue off of somebody else's back, right? And so that kind of goes to Sully's point where it's like you need to create your own business because working for somebody else isn't going to help you, right? That's a debate. Like, do you think people should earn livable wages off of working for somebody else? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but like that's just not the reality. If you want to work for somebody else, you need to have 2-3 different jobs these days to keep up with the cost of living.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends. Like right now, I feel like it's in a position to help us if we start a business. But if you working for somebody else, it's not gonna help you. That's it. That's just capitalism in its rare form. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not meant to. It's only meant to help people with like actual motion, actual business, right? And if you working, it's not gonna help you, bro.
Well, what do you think?
I honestly don't think that the system is designed to help us. I really feel like it's designed to put us in order, and it's up to you to follow that order, or you go about figuring out that you want this business, that you want to work for yourself and do all of these great things. I do feel though that I wouldn't say having your business is the American dream, because when I think about like Mary and Joseph with little Bobby and Susie, some of them are entrepreneurs. They're fine being like the head accountant manager or the head honcho of whatever company that they are, and the stay-at-home wife, and the kids go to school and things like that. Like some people are fine, like you said, with working their jobs and, you know, working for other people. I think not everybody is liberal, but the people who have that more carefree mind, that go-getter energy, that no, it's something better for me. I think that comes from within. That comes from how you feel, because look at the generations older than us. Some people always say, wow, I wish I was your age and I built my own business. I wish I was your age and I did this and I did that. Well, why didn't you? You know, we didn't have the help. We didn't have the resources. We still, you know, wanted to go out there, and we don't want to work for nobody. We want to be our own bosses. But I don't think that society or the economic state of the world kind of sets us up for that, or else everybody would have a business. Everybody wouldn't be working for somebody.
Absolutely.
We all would be doing it.
Yeah, I agree I think that, like, it depends on how you look at it, like your personal mindset. Like, everybody can't necessarily be an entrepreneur. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody doesn't maybe have like the, you know, it takes a lot of tenacity, a lot of discipline, you know, like it's a trade-off for sure. So I feel like, you know, it depends on your mindset, number one, but also I do believe that, like, there's a way to make a livable wage with like a regular job. It just depends on what type of job you work. But there's a lot of professions where you actually can, like, for the trades, for example, you know, like you can go to school, be an electrician, be a plumber, be whatever, make 6 figures. And a lot of people don't know about that, you know, or being a nurse or a doctor. Like, we do need those things. There's a lot of like white collar corporate jobs that people work and you make good money, but it's like, it's just about whether or not you are comfortable with that type of mindset. Like, you know, maybe making 6 figures, and it's teachers that make 6 figures. Like, I mean, you can make, CPS pays really well.
What? That goes against like everything I know.
No, CPS, they make money.
They do.
Yeah.
Because the world needs teachers.
Yeah. When you like have tenure, because that's like a federal job. Like, they get federal dollars, like tax-paying dollars, you know. So they make a lot of money.
So I don't like, okay. The only reason I said that is because, like, when I think of the system, it's capitalism, right? It's capitalism here to help us or hurt us. It really is how you look at it, and it's about like whatever role you're playing in life, right? So I guess if you are working, maybe it can help you. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's in its nature, though. It's meant to like harm those without the resources.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, for sure.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Somebody has to be the one to work in Popeyes. Somebody got to work in McDonald's. Those corporations will not survive if they don't have the McDonald's employees, the Popeyes, the Burger King, the janitors. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with those jobs, but it's like, that's just how capitalism is designed. Somebody has to do it. And they're going to make it so that like certain populations are directly funneled to that area. And unless you have, like you said, some type of super drive where you just like, no, I'm gonna make it out of this. I gotta make it out the hood. You know, like, unless I'm sorry, like, you know,
that's how it be though.
You have to have that because a lot of people are a product of their environment. You know, and it's like, I used to kind of be like, because my parents, they kind of grew up in that a little bit, and they had the drive to like go get an education and different things like that. And I used to look at people in that community and be like, oh, well, you could have went to school, you could have did this, you could have did that. But it's like, I've developed a lot more compassion as the years have gone on, because everybody just doesn't have the mindset to make it out of their environment. You know, like, and it's just like, you know, you kind of either have it or you don't. So it's like, I think the system is designed to pipeline certain people to certain jobs, and that's just how it is, you know.
And with that being said, let this be some motivation, man. Don't let the capitalistic monster get you.
Don't let it get you. You can make it out the hood.
You can make it. And
you
another
have
thing,
to put the fries in the bag.
Another thing I want to add, I feel like there's a lot of people who wants to be content creators and influencers and streamers and rappers and all of this. y'all having babies. Somebody gonna need to teach your kid.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to go to the doctor. Someone needs to be the doctors. I feel like we kind of get blindsided with like, we want to be entrepreneurs. We want to get it. We want to be our own boss. But like you said, like there's nothing wrong with working those collared jobs.
No,
like
it's nothing wrong with
need
it.
them electricians. We need them
we need, hello.
And it's a boom. I heard it's like it's a boom. Like they really do need people.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
They need people over there, bro.
It is.
Go ahead and find a way to make the capitalism work for you.
Yes.
Don't let it eat you, right? Because
absolutely.
So to answer the question, I feel like yes, it is designed to hurt you, but it can help you. Because me personally, I think capitalism overall can be a good thing if it's mixed with a little bit of socialism. We're not gonna get into the Black Panther Party right now.
Right.
But just a little bit of socialism.
We got Malcolm X.
Okay. It's gonna get real political.
Bro,
right.
When I was wearing my glasses, they called me Malcolm X. I said I look like Malcolm X, and I low key do. I gotta see you with the glasses. So trust.
Oh God.
So,
Look, I'm gonna be quiet.
Right. All right.
At the end of the day, don't let the capitalism machine get you. All right.
Yes.
Moving on, we did talk to Corey. And I want you to talk about being a part of Social Storm. You know what I'm saying? I like to call y'all the financial Avengers. The money crew.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because we were talking to Corey about like personal finance. You know what I'm saying? Getting that check, the 50, 30, 20 rule.
Saving.
The big 9 yards. And then now we sitting here talking to you, and we're going to talk about how content creators can get monetized in that whole economic system. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about being a part of Social Storm, man. What's that about?
Yeah, so I'm sure, y'all already mentioned, interview Corey, so I'm sure he told y'all a lot about it. But if y'all haven't watched that episode yet, Social Storm is basically like kind of a group where he hosts like a lot of personal finance events, a lot of events for young Black entrepreneurs here in the city. He just hosted the Social Wealth Fest early April, so last month, and it was absolutely amazing. It was a group of like, I believe it was like maybe 30 or so of us who came and spoke. I gave a presentation about personal branding and like how they can basically create their personal brands. A workshop about that, just taught them like how they can know what they need to post, their content pillars, different things like that. It's a whole bunch of people in the crew, but
it's a lot of people.
It's a lot of us.
It's not the Avengers, it's the Justice League.
Right, the Justice League. Yeah, men and women. Because are the Avengers men and women or no?
Avengers, it's men and women in both.
Oh, okay. I don't know
the only reason
it's okay. I don't
explain the difference.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't understand the difference. The difference is the Avengers is a lot smaller, and Justice League got like a bunch of heroes. They got like a bunch of people, so it's more like the Justice League because it's more people a part of Justice League. Avengers only got like 7. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, they deep.
Right.
20 Black Suburban.
Like the Justice League.
Yeah.
So
we started last year. We started. What was it, like February 2025 was when I spoke at my first Social Storm event. Nice. That was their first event ever. It was for Black History Month. Brought together a whole bunch of Black entrepreneurs, and I got, I had met Corey at like an event, but it was just through the content I was posting, and they just liked how I was like building my personal brand online, just taking people through my day. And so from there, we spoken all together at like 7 or 8 events together. And it's just been a whole group of like young Black entrepreneurs. And when I say like, these are the rooms that we need to be in, I know we like to have fun as a community, summer's coming up. But it's like, I really believe that these are like the stepping stones to build us up for later down the road and later in our lives, So yeah, it's been amazing. I don't know when the next event is coming up, but it's all family. It's all love,
Shout out Social Storm.
Yeah, Corey is doing an amazing thing. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to everybody. Yes. My boyfriend is also in the coalition. Shout out to
boyfriend. I know. I'm like, you got a man.
Yes. Yes.
Love is a beautiful thing, man.
We met met at church.
Amen.
Come on.
Yes.
Amen.
Met at church. But yeah, he actually he knew Corey, you know what I'm saying? So we all kind of started running the same social circle. We've been together for like 10 months now. He's actually in the trades. He works at the, the Quantum Center that they're building in South Shore.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's on the job site right now.
That's a lot of controversy.
What?
I think it's a lot of with the Quantum Center, because they building stuff for AI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot lot of people that want that system to like not be there because
they do.
It's gonna take away the like water, like something like I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna poison the soil. Low key, it definitely is.
What?
But
low key, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not funny. I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't know it was that bad.
It's only funny because I
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's going to be all right, man, because AI is going to take over the world. It's not going to take over the world, but it's the next big thing, right?
Yeah.
So
It's already big.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know how to feel about it personally, but I know it's a controversial topic. I like AI, so if I had to choose a side, and keep the corners.
It is. I mean, it is going to develop a lot of jobs in that area, though, especially with the Obama Center. Like, those property values over there, it's about to skyrocket. Like, literally, I'm so excited for South Shore. Like, that is such a beautiful community.
Yes.
But, I mean, I think,
Good for them.
at the end of the day, AI got to be somewhere. Unfortunately, it is going to be there, but it's like,
As long as we're using it in a correct way to help us and not hurt, I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right, man.
I hope.
WAI. Smart spam WAI.
WAI. Hashtag WAI in the comments.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you, Claude.
Right. I love Claude, actually.
So, Sully, I want to know, what do you specifically do to help elevate brands?
Yes. So, like I was saying before, I use helping people build their personal brands and learning how to post online as a smaller vessel for what I feel like my purpose is, which is to motivate people. So if you look at people like Lisa Nichols or Tamron Hall or like Oprah or people like that, like I want to do things like that on a bigger scale one day. But for right now, like my vessel is personal brand, and actually started here because when I was working in social media, that was when I first started to like, post and different things like that. And a project came up where I started to help Deanna with her personal brand, like helping her to write her posts. We did like her content pillars and everything. And just seeing her transform like the ways that, she was kind of nervous about posting about different topics. And, it just wasn't the most comfortable thing for her to actually hear her tell the stories and hear her like, just talk about her journey as a nonprofit founder of 21 years at the time. I'm like, no, these are things that we got to post about. Like, you have so many stories, you have so many experiences, like, and it's things that you wouldn't even think about that you can post online. You know what I'm saying? Like a conversation with your daughters, moment where you were on a panel or you were moderating an event or just anything. Like those are moments that we can post about, And so I picked up the project and I really, really enjoyed it, And I was like, you know what? I feel like this is something that I can help other people with, because her numbers started to go up, and I just saw the fruit of it. I saw her, get more comfortable with posting about different stuff. We did a photo shoot. It was so cute. Like Trig took the picture and I was just like, wow, like this is something that I really see myself doing. So from there, I've had a few different clients where I've helped them out with their personal brand. And even if it's just a conversation, like it doesn't even have to be monetized. Of course, it's a business, so it has to like have a dollar sign attached to it sometimes. But even if it's just a coffee chat, like me and Iesha had a coffee chat, just talking about like how she can elevate her personal brand. Like anybody who wants to have that type of conversation, I'm always down for it, because it's just something that I'm passionate about. And I feel like everybody has a story to tell. Like even if you don't think you have a story to tell, you don't have to walk around with a camera all day, you know what I'm saying, or like recording a vlog of your day all the time. But even a conversation that you have with your mom, you know what I'm saying, or what's something that I posted about? I was thinking about Gunna, and the fact that he had his redemption arc around, like, how he went to jail and like, he look at Gary.
He snitched, came back, but then he dropped music. He dropped music and the music was fire, so people started rocking with Gunna again.
Exactly.
You can say the same thing about 6ix9ine. You can say the same thing about
Sully. Sully.
We'll probably edit that part out.
You don't like 6ix9ine? Y'all don't like 6ix9ine? Nope. All right. I mean, it's the same arc. It's the same arc.
He said, all right, but I do.
It's right. The same arc.
Gary Stanham.
Bro, Gunna went to jail. He snitched, came back, dropped music. 6ix9ine went to jail, snitched, started streaming.
Well, I think that there was a lot of also like personal development in his story too, because like, you know, everybody in his crew like turned their back on him, you know what I'm saying? But then like when he came back, he started like, you know, he lost all that weight. He started hosting like 5Ks and like he did one in New York. And it was like, I feel like he just overall had a whole like transformation in like who he was as a person. And I posted about that on LinkedIn. When I tell you I got like over 100,000 impressions, like it was crazy. And I'm like, this is just a story that was important to me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people got a lot of value from it because it's like, oh, I never knew about this rapper. You know what I'm saying? LinkedIn is like business professionals. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, who is this rapper? You know? But it's like, I feel like stories like that, even if you're not posting about yourself, like we could look at Oprah, for example, right? She got famous off of telling other people's stories. She never talked about herself, you know, until like she got famous enough where people were curious about her. Oh, who's Oprah? You know, or whatever. So it's like, I think that everybody has a story to tell, even if you're not talking about yourself. People really value your voice. They value your impact. You know what I'm saying? They value your perspective on whatever it is that you have to say. And, you know, you might not think people are paying attention, but it's a lot of people watching every day, just inspired. I've had people come to me during events and like, oh my gosh, like you're doing a really good job on social media. I love your vlogs. I love this. I love that. I'm like, oh, like, you know, I was kind of disappointed because that got like 300 views, you know? But it's like people are watching, they're inspired, and even if you don't necessarily see like the likes or you don't see the comments or you don't think it's actually having an impact, people actually do pay attention to what you do. So that's what I like to help other people
all the time.
And I can concur. Like you definitely got a story to tell. Like y'all know me, I love the Bears, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I started posting about the Bears. Hey, I low-key
Gary went viral.
Crazy. I low-key went crazy with them Bears.
Hit 1 million views.
Yes.
Bro, and then
did you get monetized?
No.
You should.
No, here's the thing about monetization. Me and Iesha.
Oh, I got a story to tell you about that.
Gosh. I need to hear this.
Oh my God. So I was going through like, you know, the admin on Instagram, just looking at my views, looking at all the stats and stuff. So I clicked monetization. Everything was green checks. You're following the guidelines. You get this many views. You get this many likes. Cool. The last box, 10,000 followers. And I said, I could have sworn when I started my journey on Instagram, you only needed, 1,000 to get paid?
That's crazy.
So now they keep bumping it up. And now you 10 times have to have the amount of followers that you did when they first was even paying people to post on Instagram. And I feel like that is just so frustrating. It's just so irritating. Like people don't know, like there's so much that goes into being monetized and getting paid for your content. Like it takes a while. Like even with your first viral video, you get 1 million views. You don't know if they got paid off of that or not. Like and trying to keep that consistent, like it's a lot. It's really a lot.
I didn't had, not to toot my own horn, but I had a few viral videos. I'm not monetized. I'm not making no money. That's pure hobby. Pure hobby at that point. You know what I'm saying?
But if you keep up with the consistency though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's
consistency, right? Consistency and really doing it. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to that 10,000 followers.
Absolutely. You'll be there in no time, Gary.
Exactly.
Y'all will be there in no time.
Amen. So with that, right? What are some things that people should start doing or start taking care of to like really have that long and prosperous career in personal branding, in content, right? Making stuff on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like what are some affairs that creators need to have in order to like really go on this journey? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm 22. I'm about to really start grinding. I'm going to really get into that mode.
Absolutely.
So like, what are some things I need to know?
And about to turn 23, right? Birthday coming up?
No. I'm about to turn 22.
You said you're 22, but you're not.
No. I said I'm about to turn 22.
Oh, I thought you said you were 22.
I'm tired of y'all acting like growing up is just so bad. Like, what's wrong with aging?
Okay, look, I never said it was bad. I just said I'm about to actually lock in. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's a new step in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about time I take my backpack, my little spear, and just start.
Right.
Like those people that be hiking. You feel me? So like, what are some affairs that I need to have in order, or other creatives need to have in order, so we can have a career?
Yeah, I mean, I would say 2 points. So the number one is because I feel like entrepreneurship is really, really glamorized. A lot of people say like, you know, you got to quit your 9-to-5. You got to just go for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but that's not realistic all the time. You know, like you have to make sure you're actually profiting in your business first, and you like like you have something that you can actually fall back on. Don't quit your job and then you on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
like,
quit your job.
Don't do that now. You know, so I work for, even now, like I have my personal branding business on the side. You know, I help clients, but right now I work for an organization called Chicago Innovation.
Amen.
It's for entrepreneurs, innovators here in the Chicagoland area. We host Chicago Innovation Awards every year. True Star won 2024. You know, that was how I found out about Chicago Innovation, and it's been amazing. You know, and it's like, you know, I think when you look at social media and you see so many people like, oh, I had this 20K month and I got 100K month and that was a low month for me. I'm a millionaire, you know, and it's like you would think that you're behind when you aren't generating that much money. But I look at the bright side and see like, okay, I'm developing so many skills. Like I'm learning how to throw events. I have so many different like opportunities right in front of me at the age of 24. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm blessed to be in this position. So I think number one, just not comparing yourself to other people when it comes to like social media, how much money you're making. Everybody's like running in a race against themselves. Like, you know, don't like compare yourself to the person to the right, person to the left. Like everybody is on their own journey, you know? Amen. So I feel like that's number one. Amen. And number two, like when you do get in entrepreneurship, I feel like it's so important to remember, especially with content creation too, like your numbers are going to fluctuate. And a moment that I had recently, I was honestly very discouraged. Like I was very discouraged. I haven't, if you look at my Instagram, like I'm not gonna lie, I haven't posted a reel in like a month and a half. Yeah, like I've kind of not been consistent at all. I'm not proud of that, but I think that, you know, I was in a place where I was kind of comparing myself to a lot of people. I wasn't helping as many people with their personal brand as I wanted to. And I just kind of got discouraged. I'm like, oh my gosh, do people not take me seriously? Because I don't have this many followers, or I don't have this many likes in my vanity metrics. Like I don't get this many views and, you know, this, that, and the third. And I just kind of like took a break from it. And I was getting very discouraged because I wanted to see my results so fast. You know what I'm saying? But like, I kind of had to take a step back. I got a motivational talk from a lot of people in my life, you know. It was like, no, you can't quit. I'm like, you right. I can't quit. I better not quit. You know what I'm saying? I just need to take a break. I can't give up on my purpose. Yes. But I say that to say, like, when it comes to creating content, putting yourself out there, like, you just got to remember that, like, it's not going to look the same every month. And you also have to get used to telling the same story over and over. And that's something that Tyler, the Creator, really talks about a lot. Like, the fact that he's still pushing his album from like Call Me If You Get Lost. That was what, 2021, 2022? Yeah. He's like, I'm still playing that. I'm still performing them songs like I dropped it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's when it comes to art, creativity, you have to get used to telling the same story over and over and over again until you get sick of it, because that's going to be somebody's first time hearing that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're posting a video talking about your life, or Iesha, you're talking about content creation, everybody doesn't know that you have a content creation business. Right. Everybody doesn't know that you film videos, that you can come out, shoot their events. So you have to tell that story over and over and over and over again. Even when you do become the subject matter expert, keep on telling it, because it's somebody who followed you yesterday that doesn't know that you have a business. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that just became a Tyler, the Creator fan that doesn't know that he dropped Call Me If You Get Lost in 2022. It's a Beyonce fan that doesn't know about Crazy in Love or Dangerously in Love and all of these songs that she dropped in 2003. But when you go to a Beyonce concert, she's going to perform Deja Vu. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to perform her songs that she dropped in 2003 because she's telling the same story. She's performing the same hits over and over and over again. So I feel like it's a long game. And I think a lot of people like kind of get lost in like the vanity metrics, including myself. But I have a goal to post a video this week. So I will be doing that. And I'm about to get back on my train. Like, y'all really motivated me. So again, I appreciate y'all having me on here for real. But yeah, I mean, it's a long game. And then don't compare yourself to other people. It's okay to have a job, you know, like.
Okay. You're making your money.
That's okay. We were just talking about the economy.
Right.
Literally.
Like,
It take money to make money. Like,
exactly. Like, you have to have a seed to fund your vision. That's what my boyfriend says all the time. Like, you have to have a seed to fund your vision. You can't just say, like, yeah, I wanted this big clothing brand and I'm about to make 100K a month. You know, it's like, where are you going to get the money to actually make the clothes or pay the designer or pay for the social media ads? Like, you need that to come from somewhere. So I'm all about having like a realistic plan, having something to feed that, and then one day you'll be able to take off. But don't rush it.
don't rush it.
Nah, don't rush it. Don't be like that one. Don't be like that one dude, like that clip.
Hey, but don't turn around. What? Because that, hey, good to me.
Gary don't know that song.
I don't. Yeah, when you don't know the
That's
song, you
before
just
his
start vibing.
Gary don't know that yet.
I just don't.
Just vibe, twin. Just vibe.
Right.
I was vibing with my camera.
There you go.
Right.
There you
Look,
go.
just talk to the camera, you know, pretend you know the song. Look, Gary vibing like, yeah, I know this.
Okay. Don't know a single lyric.
Right.
Man, wait. Okay, wait. So I probably know it a little bit.
If you
like,
hear
it sounded
it.
familiar.
Yeah, if he hear it.
It sounded
Maybe we
familiar.
just didn't sing good enough.
You're right, you're right.
Yeah, try it again. Come on. And one. And a two. And a 1, 2.
Slow down. I just want to get to know you. But don't turn around.
Yeah.
Gary, you gotta be on beat.
Oh.
Slow down.
We're going to teach some rhythm,
I
too.
just want to get to know.
There you go. He's trying to
That's
count.
okay, Gary. You got it right.
I'm like a real conductor. I'm not on beat. Oh my God, y'all funny.
It's all right, Gary.
But yeah, no, I definitely hear you. Definitely like have a seed to fund your vision.
Exactly.
And like it's a marathon. You know, it's something.
a marathon.
It's
Yep.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yep.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle. He was like, look, man, I'm not running a race, bro.
Yeah.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Yep.
Amen.
Absolutely.
So like, definitely to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I definitely heard you talk about like you definitely got to get used to telling that same story.
Yeah.
And my advice, just adding on to that, like that's definitely true. But like the game of social media, like you just gotta find a way to just make it fresh, make it entertaining. One thing I like to say is you gotta talk the internet's language. Like you got to, like, that's one of the things I started doing, and that's really one of the things I credit to my like success, is because like I speak the internet's language. I know what other things are going viral. I know what's going on in the world and the way other people make videos and the way people engage with content. So you just got to speak the internet's language and make it fit what you got going on.
Yeah.
And it'll be fire. You know what I'm saying? That's just my 2 cents, though. That's just my 2 cents.
Make it trendy. Like that's something that helps posts go viral. Like if you have a really good hook, you get people's attention, because people's attention spans are so low.
So
like,
tiny,
at a
right?
Crazy low.
Bro,
right
it's
now.
crazy.
Like,
You know what's crazy? I was at a movie night with my friends. We put on Rocky. 40 minutes in, they like, man, turn this off, bro. We don't want.
It was the old one.
It was the old one.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know it came out in 1973.
Yeah, that movie I'm sure is very slow moving.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. So,
They rolling the cinema tape as we speak.
that's just not even
Right, gotta keep cranking.
That's not the attention span fault.
Right.
That's hilarious, bro. But no, I definitely hear what you're saying. So shout out to that. That's really W ball knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You really spit.
Right. Okay. My last question that I want to leave everybody in this room and you even watching. Sully, can you explain, it's not monetary costs, but what type of cost does it cost for you to put yourself out here?
Man,
It hit different.
it's a cost associated. It really is. Like when it comes to your time, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have a really big goal or a vision for your life at a young age, you are not going to fit in with the crowd, you know? And that's something that I really had to come to terms with, especially like once I graduated college, you know, like I was trying to like hang out with people that were doing the same things, you know, like going out, partying every weekend, hanging around anybody. And I just like, it just didn't resonate. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to post content. I have this vision for my life. You know, like I can't do what everybody else is doing. That took me a long time to come to terms with. So I would say like number one is going to come with a cost of time, who you surround yourself with. And then number 2, like caring about what people think. You know, like
I never care. That's me. That's my superpower.
Right.
That's my superpower. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The other party, though.
Right, exactly.
Go ahead,
People like me, okay? People like me, you know, maybe a little bit concerned about like, okay, what are people going to think, you know, and especially like on platforms like LinkedIn, when people are so used to being like buttoned up and professional and, you know, different things like that, it's been hard for me to like still post and like put myself out there. And I've had people tell me like, you know, I really love how you shared this story and this, that, and the third. And it's like, I love moments like that, especially on LinkedIn, because it is hard for me to share more about myself, especially as a young Black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when I go in these professional spaces, I may be the only one. So I'm already sticking out, and then I'm already, you know, gonna stick out even more. But it's like, I have this story to tell, and it's just something. You remember when the filmmaker came on the show?
Robert? No,
Not Robert.
I know
her name, Shaquille. Yes, and she was saying how when she like was making films and stuff, and she was like being creative, she was like, the stories just won't leave you alone. And that's something that really stuck with me, because it's like, I would not have any like intrinsic motivation if I didn't have this, like, I just got this story that I got to tell. I know what my purpose is. I know that I have to motivate people, and I know that this is something that's just not gonna leave me alone for as long as I live. Like, this is just not gonna leave me alone. So it's something that I have to do. And I don't care who has what to say. You know what I'm saying? Of course, keep it professional. You know, don't put your whole business out there on the internet. But also, like, just know that people are going to have something to say, and maybe people that try to discourage you, you know, but you just got to push forward. And, you know, I mean, eventually everybody's going to rock with you once you get all the followers. Of course. Everybody, oh my God, I believed in you from the beginning. I always knew it was going to happen for you. Who are you? You know, you was always special. You and it's like, yeah, like you didn't have anything to say when my post was getting 200
Hello?
views, though.
Hello.
You know,
I
so
just made a post about that too. Like,
clock that.
Where was your support when I didn't have any followers? And
y'all
now
was
it's
silent.
like, now everybody is supporting. And when I'm on the stage, it's like, oh my gosh, you're doing such a great job. It's like, what about when, you know, my post had 2 likes?
Hello?
Where was everybody at?
You wasn't one of the 2.
Exactly. Or you're coming up to be a person like, yeah, I really love the content. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just different things like that. But I just try to, you know, keep myself motivated and remember that eventually it's going to come. And I'm honestly not even in a rush, because I'm not in this for like glory or a lot of followers or different things like that. Like, all of that is going to come eventually. I'm just in this because it's just my purpose. You know?
Yes.
So, amen to that. So look.
Yep.
Boom.
Yes.
Look, man, y'all heard it here first. Boom. When it comes to the economy, don't let the capitalistic monster get you.
Right,
all right?
right.
Go ahead, go start that business, man. Go get your own money, man. That's how.
Go get your money.
Hey, that's really the move in the big 26.
Yeah.
That's what y'all got to do, man. Go ahead, get your own money. Go ahead and start that business. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to, that's cool. But go ahead and start that business.
Make
if you really
that
wanna,
motion.
Yes. If you really want to
have an motion party, you cannot get in.
Hey.
Buzzing off the... Okay, my fault. Anyway, go ahead and start that business, man. Go ahead, get in front of the economy and have an impact on it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You got it. I believe in you.
Yep.
Then when it comes to the content side, man, go ahead and do what Sully said. Y'all heard it here first, man. Go ahead, prioritize yourself. Go ahead, do that whole lot of Y'all already know what's going on.
And the more money you make, the more you can give back.
Hey.
Right? And I become a millionaire when I get to where I want to go. True Star gonna be.
Hey.
True Star is one of the organizations that I already have in my roster. Like, yeah, they're
for sure.
be getting a recurring donation. Sullivan Anderson is gonna be on the tracks. You know, so it's like, you know, the more that you make money, the more that you live in your purpose, the money is gonna come, and now you can give back even more. You know?
For sure.
That's where the heart posture gotta be. That's what
Amen. Shout out to True Star.
Yeah.
Love
that being
it.
said, this is your boy Gary coming straight out of Inglewood.
Officially Iesha B with the Big Boss Energy.
Hey y'all, it's Sullivan Grace.
And this has been the
From the Go Show.
Bye.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not playing with y'all.
Not now, but right now.
Amen.
Bye,
Peace.
y'all.
From the go. From the go. I'm from the go. From the go. From the go. From the go. Let's go.
True Star. Number one in youth media.
Thanks for watching.
Oh my gosh, you made it to the end of the video. Great job. Now all you have to do is like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe right now. I'm not playing with y'all, right? After y'all subscribe, make sure y'all watch our latest video, man. It's somewhere on the screen. Just tap it, bro. I love y'all for watching, and I appreciate y'all. Bye.